All right, so let's start from question number 85, where we stopped. This one said solve 4 raised to power s minus 2 raised to power s minus 12 is equal to 0. Okay, so very simple. Now we're going to solve it in two ways. The first way is the normal way. Okay, let's use the normal way. That is 4 raised to power s minus 2 raised to power s minus 12 is equal to 0. So I'm having 2 raised to power 2s, okay, or 2 raised to power 2 all s. 2 raised to power 2 is 4 minus 2 raised to power s minus 12 is equal to 0. So this is 2 raised to power s, then all squared minus 2 raised to power s minus 12 is equal to 0. So we'll now say let 2 raised to power s equal to y. So anywhere you see 2 raised to power s, you put y. So I will say y squared minus y minus 12 is equal to 0. So that is what? Y squared minus 4y plus 3y minus 12 is equal to 0. So I'm having y into y minus 4, y minus 4, then plus 3 is equal to 0. So therefore y minus 4 and y plus 3 is equal to 0. So y minus 4 is equal to 0, or y plus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore y is equal to 4, or y is equal to what? Minus 3. But we are not using the negative one, so y is simply 4. Okay, therefore y is equal to 4. But we are not looking for y. We tell them that 2 raised to power s is equal to what? Y. So 2 raised to power s is equal to what? 4. So 2 raised to power s is equal to what? 2 raised to power 2. So s is equal to what? 2. If this take care of this, so I have that s is equal to 2. As simple as that. Then what if you want to solve it by shortcut? If you want to solve it by shortcut, we are going to check the option. Let's use the option there. The option there said option A is 4, option B is 2, option C is minus 3, and option D is root 3. Okay, very simple solution. From the option, substitute the option to the left hand side to know if you get this 0 in the right hand side. Very simple. And start with the one that is easier. Let me start with 2. So 4 raised to power 2, let s be equal to 2. So anywhere you see s, put 2. 4 raised to power 2 minus 2 raised to power 2 minus 12. Let's check if we get 0. This raised to power, this is what? 16 minus what? 4 minus 12, which is giving me 0, the right hand side. The right hand side. So therefore 2 is the correct option. That is the shortcut. Okay, very simple. Now question number 86. Question number 86. Question number 86 said that log x base a is equal to what? Y. If and only if. It's very simple. If and only if this will just carry this. If and only if a raised to power y is equal to x. That's all. You don't need to solve anything. So let us check the option there. Question number 86. Very simple. A raised to power x, y is equal to x. So option D. So D is the correct answer. So there is nothing to solve. Question number 87. Question number 87 said that the value or values of k for which the equation x squared minus kx plus 4 equal to 0 has real roots are, it's not is or are dash. Solution. Okay, now for it to have real roots, then it means that what? For it to have real roots, it means that what am I saying? It means that the determinant, which is the square root, that the determinant must be what? Greater than or equal to 0. That is when it will have a real root. Okay, so let us make it greater than equal to 0. So if d is equal to 0, and what is d? D is written as b squared minus 4ac, and we say it's equal to 0. So let us substitute. My A is equal to what? Coefficient here 1. My B is equal to what? Minus K. And my C is 4. So let us put it here. Minus K all squared minus 4 into 1 into 4 is equal to 0. So K squared minus what? 16 is equal to 0. So K is equal to what? 16. K squared is 16. So when this one moves, K is equal to what? The square root plus or minus 16, which is what? Plus or minus 4. As simple as that. Okay? So I can clean here. Question number 86. Sorry, 88. We just did 87. 88 said if alpha and beta are the roots of x squared minus 3x plus 1 equal to 0, then find alpha squared minus beta squared. Okay, very simple solution. I told you that for alpha and beta, the first thing you need to find is alpha plus beta, which the formula said minus b over a, which is what? Minus into minus 3 over 1. Okay, this is my a. My a is 1, coefficient here. My b is minus 3 and my c is 1. So which is what? That is 3. So alpha beta is what? C over a, which is what? 1 over 1, which is 1. Okay, now alpha squared minus beta squared is difference of two squares, which is what? Alpha minus beta and what? Sorry, alpha plus beta and alpha minus beta. So which is what? Alpha plus beta, and this one means the square root of alpha plus beta all squared minus 4 alpha beta. Okay, please note that. So this is what? Alpha plus beta, which is what? 3 times the square root of 3 squared minus 4 into 1. So what do we have? 3 times the square root of 9 minus 4. And 9 minus 4 is 5, which is what? 3 root 5. 3 root 5 is the correct option. 3 root 5. Okay? C is the correct option. 3 root 5. So question number 90. Wow. Question number 90 said, okay, sorry, 89. 89 said obtain a quadratic equation. Obtain a quadratic equation such that the sum, come and check, such that the sum of the roots, so that the sum of the roots is 10 and the product is 4. Okay, solution. Now I told you to find equation. For that equation, the formula is simply x squared minus sum. You now say what? X plus what? Product is equal to 0. So we have what? X squared minus, what is that sum? 10. You put your x plus the product 4 is equal to 0. That's all. There is nothing to solve. Okay, go to the next question. Question number 90. We are moving. Question number 90 said if alpha and beta are the roots of x squared minus 3x plus 1 equal to 0, find alpha minus beta. Okay, solution. Now alpha minus beta is simply what? The square root of what? Alpha plus beta all squared minus 4 alpha beta. So which is what? The square root of alpha plus beta is simply minus b over a, which is what? Minus 3 minus into minus 3 over 1, which is 3. And alpha beta is what? C over A, which is 1 over 1, which is 1. So put it here. 3 squared minus 4 into 1, which is what? The square root of 9 minus 4 with 5. With 5. Very simple. Okay? We keep moving. 91. Question number 91 said the root of the equation x squared plus bx plus q is equal to 0 will be real and identical. The root of this will be real and identical. Okay? If something will happen. Okay? If they are real and identical, which means real and the same. If they are real and the same, I think what do we do? If they are real and the same, I think that their determinant is 0. Let us check their determinant being 0. That is b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0. So let us put it. B squared is what? B squared minus 4 into 1 into q is equal to 0. So b squared is equal to what? 4q. So b is equal to what? The square root of what? 4q plus or minus. Which is what? Plus or minus 2 root q. As simple as that. A is the correct option. Okay? Question number 92. We are moving. Question number 92. And 92 said for what value of m is x minus 2? For what value of m is x minus 2 a factor of x cubed minus 3x squared plus mx plus 2m. Okay? Solution. Very simple. Now, if this is a factor, it means that the remainder is 0. So I'll say that x minus 2 is equal to 0. So therefore, which implies that x is equal to what? 2. So f of 2, which is equal to what? 2 raised to power 3 minus 3 into 2 raised to power 2 plus what? 2m into 2, then plus 2m is equal to 0. Since it's a factor. So I'm having a what? 8 minus 4 times 3, 12 plus 4m is equal to 0. So this and this is giving me minus 4. So 4m here is equal to 4. So m is equal to 4 by 4, which is 1. M is 1. 92. Correct. So 93. 93 said if 2x raised to power 3 minus 3x squared plus 4mx plus 3t is divided by x minus 2 and x plus 1. Okay, is divisible by these two. Then find m and t. Solution. Now if it's divisible, that means their remainder is 0. So f of 2, because this is x minus 2 is equal to 0, therefore x is equal to 2. So f of 2 is simply put 2 here. 2 in bracket of 2 raised to power 3 minus 3 in bracket of 2 raised to power 2 plus 4m in bracket of 2 plus 3t is equal to 0. So what do we have now? this is 8. 8 times 2 is 16 minus 12. Then plus 8m plus 3t is equal to 0. So this and this is 4. This one moving here, I'm going to have that 8m plus 3t is equal to minus 4. Equation 1. Okay? So for equation 2, f of minus 1, because you can say x plus 1 is 0, which implies that x is equal to minus 1. So f of minus 1 is simply 2 into minus 1 raised to power 3 minus 3 into minus 1 squared plus 4m into minus 1, okay, then plus 3t is equal to 0. So what do we have? This is minus 2, okay, minus 2 minus 3, then minus 4m plus 3t is equal to 0. So what do we have now? We're going to have that minus 4m plus 3t is equal to, this and this is going to give me 5, equation 2. So if you solve equation 1 and 2 simultaneously, we are going to have that what? 8m plus 3t is equal to minus 4, and minus 4m plus 3t is equal to 5. If you subtract, you are going to have 8 plus this is 12m, this and this is gone, is equal to minus 9. So m is equal to what? Minus 9 over 12, which is what? Minus 3 over 4. Okay? So how do we get our t? We will now say that what? That which one do I use? Let me say that 8m plus 3t is equal to minus 4. So 8 in bracket of what? Minus 3 over 4 plus 3t is equal to minus 4. This into this is 2. 2 times this is minus 6 plus 3t is equal to minus 4. So therefore 3t is equal to minus 4 plus 6. So 3t is equal to 2. So t is equal to what? 2 over 3. So very simple. Therefore my m is equal to minus 3 over 4 and my t is equal to what? 2 over 3. So that is that. That is that. Okay. So number 95. Number 95 said express 2x all over x squared minus 1 as a sum of partial fraction. Okay? As a sum of partial fraction. Now I'm going to solve it in two ways. Okay? The first way is the normal method, which is solution. The normal method is that 2x all over x squared minus 1 is something as saying 2x all over, this is difference of 2 squared, x plus 1 and x minus 1. Okay? And this is a over x plus 1 plus b over x minus 1. So what do we do? This is 2x all over x plus 1 and x minus 1 is equal to the same thing, x plus 1 and x minus 1. So when these two divide this, when these two divide this, is remain this one times this, I'm having a in bracket of x minus 1 plus b in bracket of x plus 1. Is it not true? Denominator cancel denominator. So therefore 2x is equal to ax minus a plus bx minus b. Okay? So equivalent. So let us equate. If we're equating, we are going to have that a that has x, ax plus bx is equal to 2x. Therefore a plus b is equal to 2. Equation 1. Okay? Then the one without x minus a minus b is equal to 0, because there is no constant here. So equation 2. So solve equation 1 and 2 simultaneously. Again, you have, this is total. You have what? A plus b is equal to 2 and minus a minus b is equal to 0. Is this possible? Because if you add the both of them, you're having 0 everywhere. So what is the case A? There is a problem somewhere. Okay, look at where I made mistake. Sorry. This time this is bx, this time this is plus b, not minus b. So this is plus b. Okay, this is plus b. So if I now add, if I decide to add, this plus this is gone, this plus this is 2b is equal to 2. So b is equal to what? 2 divided by 2, which is 1. So but I know that a plus b is equal to 2. So therefore a plus 1 is equal to 2. So a is equal to what? 2 minus 1, which is what? 1. So my answer is simply that what? 2x all over x squared minus 1 is equal to my a is 1 over x plus 1 plus 1 over x minus 1. As simple as that. Okay, but this is too long. Let me show you the shortcut. Let me write the option. From the option we can get the answer. They gave me option A. Option A is simply 1 over x plus 1 minus 1 over x minus 1. Option B said 2 over x plus 1 minus 1 over x minus 1. Option C said 1 over x minus 1 minus 1 over x plus 1. Option D said 1 over x plus 1 plus 1 over x minus 1. Now, what you do? Just cross multiply the option. Cross multiply the option to get the numerator of the question. As simple as that. So let us do the cross multiply. Now, for option A, cross multiply. If you cross multiply, you are going to have this times this. You are going to have 1x minus 1 minus this times this, x plus 1. Now, if you open the bracket, you are going to have x minus 1 minus x minus 1. So this and this is 0. I'm left with minus 2. And minus 2 is not the same thing as the numerator. So the answer is not correct. Let me check option D. I know that option D is the right answer, but let me just check it. So I'm going to have cross multiply. This time this will give you x minus 1. This time this will give you plus x plus 1. So this minus this is gone. X plus x is equal to what? 2x. And 2x is simply the numerator of the question. So 2x is simply what? Numerator of the question. Therefore, option D is correct. Okay? Option D is the correct answer. So once you do cross multiply and you get the numerator of the question, then that is the correct answer. That is the correct answer. Okay? So that is that. Now question number 96. Question number 96 said in resolving x squared minus 2x plus 4 all over x into x minus 2 all squared into partial fraction. Into partial fraction, comma, it leads to a over x plus b over x minus 2 plus c over x minus 2 all squared. Then I say find a plus b. Find only a plus b. Okay? Solution is very simple. Solution So I have that what? X squared minus 2x plus 4 all over x into x minus 2 all squared. Now before you solve a partial fraction, you must check that this rational fraction must be a proper fraction. What do I mean by proper fraction? If you open the bracket here, this is x squared times this x, which is s cubed, and the numerator, the highest power, is s squared, so it is proper. The numerator must be less than the denominator before you solve anything. So, and let's pick the first one. The first one is x, which is a constant. The numerator should be a plus, watch my video on partial fraction, you will understand, plus c over x minus 2 all squared. Okay, so I'm having x squared minus 2x plus 4 all over x into x minus 2 all squared is equal to, the LCM is x into x minus 2. Now, all squared. When these two divide this, I am left with a in bracket, in fact, ax in bracket of x minus 2. I'm left with this and 1 over 1 of this times this. I'm having this plus, when these two divide this, what do you have? Sorry, I'm left with this one, cancel this, so I'm left with only this one, x minus 2 all squared plus bx into x minus 2, then plus cx. That's how it's supposed to be. This will cancel this, okay? This normal LCM is what I did. So x squared minus 2x plus 4 is equal to a in bracket of square the first one, multiply the first one, second one, double it, 4x, square the last one, plus 2, okay? Plus this one is what? Bx squared minus 2bx, okay? Then plus what? Cx. So I'm having x squared minus 2x plus 4 is equal to, this time this, ax squared, this time this, minus 4ax, this time this, plus 2a, then plus what? Bx squared minus 2bx plus cx. Okay, so now let us do the magic. So let's compare. By comparison, I will now have that all the one that have x squared, which is ax squared plus bx squared, is equal to that x squared. So which implies that a plus b is equal to 1, equation 1. Okay, now all the people that have x only, minus 4ax, which other x again? Minus 2bx plus cx is equal to what? Minus 2x. So therefore, minus 4a minus 2b plus c is equal to minus 2, equation 2. Now the people that does not have x at all, which is 2a, so 2a is equal to what? 4. So therefore, a is equal to 4 divided by 2, which is equal to what? 2. I've gotten my a. So to get my b, you substitute in equation 1. A plus b is equal to 1. So 2 plus b is equal to 1. So b is equal to what? 1 minus 2, which is minus 1. Okay? Now to get my c is not to put here. But I don't need the c because they say we should find only a plus b. So a plus b is simply 2 plus minus 1, which is what? 1. So 1 is my answer. As simple as that. Okay, so I can clean here. Number 99. Wow. Number 99. And number 99 said, sorry, 97. Number 97 said, solve 8 combination 1 minus x is equal to 8 combination 1 minus 2x. Solution. Very simple. Just know that n combination r is taken as n combination n minus r. So if you compare these two now, you will see that what? That r is equal to n minus r. So for the left hand side is r, which is 1 minus x. But the right hand side is what? 8 minus 1 minus 2x. Very simple. So 1 minus x is equal to 8 minus 1 plus 2x. So collect items, I'm going to have that okay, minus x minus 2x is equal to what? 8 minus 1 minus 1. So minus 3x is equal to 6. So x is equal to what? 6 divided by minus 3, which is what? Minus 2. Okay, very correct. B is the correct answer. So 98. Question number 98 said, in how many ways can the letter letters of the word hyperbola be arranged? Be arranged with the restriction that the vowels must not come together. Okay, solution. Now, first of all, we need to get without restriction. So without restriction, the arrangement is simply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's simply 9 factorial all over. Is there anyone that is double? 1, H is 1. All of them is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Is there anyone that is double there? No. So this is just 9 factorial. And 9 factorial is simply 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which is equal to what? Okay, they even left their own in 9 factorial ways. Okay, without restriction is 9 factorial ways. Okay, now when the this thing is together, let us check. I'm going to have H, Y, P, R, E, L. I'm having this thing together, E, O, A together. So which is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 7 factorial. Okay, then times this one is in 3 ways, 3 factorial. So I'm going to have 7 factorial, 3 factorial. So when that is when they are together. So the vowel not, this is vowel, this is vowel B together. So vowel not together is now equal to, without restriction, which is 9 factorial minus 3 factorial 7 factorial, or 7 factorial 3 factorial. Okay, now this is 9 times 8 times 7 factorial minus 7 factorial times 3 times 2 times 1. So what do I have? They have 7 factorial in common. So I am left with 9 times 8 is what? 9 times 8 is 72. 72 minus 6. Okay, so what do you have? 72 minus 6. I'm having 66. 66 bracket 7 factorial. So that is the answer. 66 minus 7 factorial. Okay, 66 times 7 factorial ways. Okay, so that is that. For that, question number 99. Question number 99 said that if n minus 1 permutation 3 dot n permutation 4, okay, is to n permutation 4 is equal to 1 is to 4. 1 is to 6, then find n. N is equal to dash, find n. Solution. Okay? Now, this is simply is to means divide. So, n minus 1 permutation 3 divided by n permutation 4 is equal to 1 over 6. So, if you do this, I'm going to have n minus 1 factorial all over n minus 1 minus 3 factorial. This is the then over means divided by n factorial all over n minus 4 factorial is equal to 1 over 6. Okay, now change division to times. I'm going to have n minus 1 factorial all over n minus 4 factorial times n minus 4 factorial all over n factorial is equal to 1 over 6. So this can cancel this. So what do I have? N minus 1 factorial all over n factorial is equal to 1 over 6. So let me complete it here. Now this is n minus 1 factorial all over n into n minus 1 factorial is equal to 1 over 6. So this can cancel this to have 1 over n is equal to 1 over 6. So cross multiply to have that n is equal to 6. As simple as that. N is equal to 6. Okay? You see, very, very correct. So let me just write it here for right in case. So I have that n minus 1 factorial all over n into n minus 1 factorial 1 over 6. So I'm having that what? I'm having that this take care of this to have 1 over n is equal to 1 over 6. So n is equal to 6. So that is that. 100. That's where I'm going to stop today. Tomorrow is another day. Okay, they say 100 said in how many ways can a government assign assign 3 commissioners out of 5 qualified to a certain job. Solution. Now, assign a commissioner out of 5. Assign how many commissioners? In how many ways can 3 commissioners? So that is out of 5 people that are qualified, we need 3. That is selection. Okay, we are selecting 3 out of 5. That is what? 5 factorial all over 3 factorial, then 5 minus 3 factorial, which is 5 factorial all over 3 factorial, 2 factorial, which is what? 5 times 4 times 3 factorial all over 3 factorial times 2 times 1. So what do we have? This take care of this, this take care of this is 2. I'm having 10 ways. 10 ways for question number 100. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. We really appreciate. Please share to everyone that needs it. We'll continue next time.